Hello everybody, and thanks a lot for joining today. This is Joe Lord with REXPID Broadheads, coming straight from the Stuck Nation studio out of Wisconsin to talk to you about this awesome line of broadheads they call REXPID. Now, for those who have not heard of REXPID Broadheads, you're in for a heck of a treat. And for those who have heard of REXPID Broadheads, chances are you're probably shooting them this year. Now, the line has been around for about 3 years, introduced into the general population, I would say in 2013, late 2013 into 2014. But long story short, I had to make this video to talk about these things. They've done some absolutely radical things with the old fixed blade types into the new retractables, and their technology is absolutely incredible. Not only am I going to go over their full line today, but I'm going to introduce some of their new packaging techniques and some of the things that makes their broadheads different and why the heck you should shoot them. So first of all, we'll talk a little bit about some of the issues people are having. Like everybody else, I feel like I've shot every broadhead under the sun. You know, whether it's fixed blades, whether it's expandables. I mean, I'm not going to go into companies today, but you know the ones that have the issues shooting over 30 yards. You know the one that you have the issues with the blades falling apart once it hits the quiver or onto your rest. And REXPID does an incredible job of basically solving all those issues. Now, first we're going to go into their whole line. So they do fixed blade broadheads, mechanical broadheads, and pretty much everything in between. And each broadhead offers a sort of mechanical mechanism that does something special to help your shot be not only accurate, but hit the target with a lot of penetration. So first of all, I'll start out by saying the majority of these heads come in 100 grain as well as 125 grain. They look a little bit different than each other, and the cutting diameter is a little bit greater on the heavier broadhead. So first of all, we'll start out with this crazy looking one. It's called the NURI, okay? And this REXPID NURI, so in 100 and 125 grain is a fixed blade broadhead with a mechanical twist, and the fact that the wheels will actually spin upon contact. So the style of this broadhead is that it actually hits like a 2-blade, so very deep point of penetration to cut the hide, and then once it gets into the hide, it's going to roll off of bones through rib cages, meat, and everything else flawlessly. Now, as you can see, this NURI, the entire thing is cutting surface. Okay, so you're thinking, yeah, there's 2 blades and you know these crazy wheels that spin and whatnot, but it was designed to fly straight and be one continuous cutting blade. And that's what you get. So as this thing is running through the deer's carcass or whatever you're shooting it at, it's cutting the entire time, not allowing it to get stuck with the drag of a normal fixed broadhead. Now, the most special thing about this broadhead, along with the rest of their line, is that it flies straight. Okay, I would challenge you to put a target out as far as you're comfortable shooting and put this on, and I know that you're going to hit the mark because my team and the rest of the guys that I have sold this to, guys and girls I should say, have loved this because of its accuracy. And it really is incredible how fast these things fly straight out of the carton without even tuning your bow to the broadhead. So that's the REXPID NURI. Again, it comes in 100 and 125 grain. The cutting diameter for this blade in 100 grain is about 1 1/8 inches and 1 1/4 inches for the 125. Next, I'll go with another fixed blade. Looks like a standard vented 3-blade broadhead, but it's not. This blade is designed for heavy penetration, and that's exactly what you're going to get, along with great flight pattern. Now, the chisel tip on this is actually, it's going to be true to the whole arrow shaft. So there's actually a shaft that's basically straight on, that stays solid. But the rest of the blade mechanism twists around a spring here to allow the blades to actually twist along with whatever it's hitting in the carcass. So if you could imagine, you have the chisel tip that's got the real strong penetration. You know, its core, it's going to be strong, connected to the shaft of the arrow. And as it's flying through, it's actually twisting the blades to follow the path of least resistance. So it's going to click back and forth, and as it does that, it's going to be going through to hit home, really. So great for shoulder shots, through rib cages and really anything else that just comes up in a deer. I mean, we all know that. Seems like there's concrete cinder blocks in there sometimes. But really an incredible product. This one is just made 100 grain, and it's 1 1/8 cutting diameter. And really, it's just an incredible broadhead. And this is the REXPID 3. So if you're looking to check it out, the specialty about this broadhead comes that it's actually a spring-loaded blades along a stiff chisel tip shaft. So very cool. And something that they've done with this is basically to eliminate the drag. Okay? And again, both of these fixed blade broadheads that they make fly so incredibly straight. They're actually, in their design, that's the first thing, is accuracy, because that's the biggest issue that people have, shooters like myself, that I've had with the fixed blade broadheads, is just finding the accuracy. The last one I'll show you, this is probably one of my favorites as well. I've shot deer with all of these, but I definitely like this broadhead too. This is the REXPID RXS. Now this is offered in just 100 grain right now, but the idea here is that it's not spring-loaded. Okay, so this, again, with the rest of them, never gonna open upon contact. You pull it out of your quiver, you hit it against a tree, whatever you're doing. If you're spotting and stalking and you're rubbing it against things, it's never gonna open because there's no collars or O-rings required, okay? But with this REXPID, the REXPID RXS, it's all upon basically driving. So as soon as this hits its target, it's impact driven, the blades are all gonna fall, okay? So they all lock up, very sturdy. There's a great mechanism in there that they have in there that these are not gonna open up, no matter what you hit, you know what I mean? These are not going anywhere, okay? Until this chisel tip is hit, and then they're free falling. So for turkey hunting, we like this because this gets into the turkey, or the deer, and no matter where it is, these little, basically these little hangers on the edge of the broadhead are going to open it up, and as soon as that's in there, this thing is just going to dance around and just rip and shred and cut all the way through. If it gets stuck in there, these aren't going to shut back down. They're going to just keep cutting. So another great, just another great turn of technology, in broadheads with this REXPID. And not only they look cool, but they fly straight, and they kill. And we have the birds, we have the bucks, we have the deer to prove that this thing does what it's supposed to do. So these are offered in three. They come in 3 packs. Comes in this durable plastic case. So whether you're traveling, whether you're putting them away for the season, or whatever you're doing with your broadheads, you're able to put them right back into this case, okay, and throw them in your bag. You're always going to keep them sharp, and they're sturdy. They're not going anywhere. They all screw in directly into this case. Very simply, in and out. Okay? These broadheads, I will tell you right now, they are not glued together. There is nothing that is just mildly welded. There is no real chintzy moving parts in these broadheads. Okay? Everything is solid stainless and aluminum housing. All right? And each individual part of this can be unscrewed, so you can repair this in the field, at the truck, the next day after a hunt. But what they do is they sell these replacement blades to make it very easy. Thanks a lot again for tuning in. I look forward to some of the things that they have coming out, some of the things that they have, and I promise you, you're going to be very happy with checking out the REXPID line of broadheads. Thanks again.